are connected, and we are live. Welcome back, everybody, to the Fast Renegade Pro Cup Series. Bringing you the action here from an old favorite, a classic, and a track that is slowly being revitalized to this very day. North Wilkesboro Speedway in North Carolina. Some short track racing, some historic short track racing. 140 laps on tap for tonight. We are ready to bring some action to you guys once again for the 17th race of the season. Joining me back here once again, joining me back for the dirt race earlier this season, and back up again, Miss Allie Lehara, whatever your
It's
last name
Liara.
is.
You got it. You got it correct the second time. You got it.
Oh man, sorry about that.
No, you're good. You got this. It's good to be back, and it's good to be at my favorite short track too.
We got a lot of great drivers out here tonight. 25, according to my count. Ready to duke it out here. We're going to start a little later than I meant to, so we're going to get it started here.
And we officially have Spotter Nightmares tonight for the 56 and the 45.
That was the case in Sonoma. Because they were doing the exact same thing. But Velocity, my dude, what is up? Holy crap. I have not talked to you in a hot minute. I think I still have your phone number. I need to text you. But for tonight, though, bringing you the action here, we got Tyler Mallon on the pole position. He was actually in the car. I was completely wrong last week. That was not Tyler Mallon driving the Tyler Mallon 81. That was Don LaPrade subbing for him. So that was all my bad. But yep, Mallon on pole with Jacob Smetana in second place. Jovan Anderson and Nick Gunther. And Sean Romero and Phil Parker round out the top six, with Randall Coleman, Oscar Ramos, Matt Watkins, and Sean Whitehill starting in the top 10. Would you like to take over 10th through 20th there, Allie?
I got you. Starting 10th, we got Sean Whitehill. Alongside of him, we got Keith Hughes in the 82. In the following row, we got Cody Luke and Seth Cole. After that, we got Tyler Stallhood and Billy Ryan, James Moore, Brian Hunt, Greg Lavelle, Tate Dorsey, RJ Bishop, and Jeff Goodpasture, Jose Reyes Jr., and Toby Robertson. And rounding out the field, how about this for a shock? Phil Lacasse is back, everybody.
Phil Lacasse is going to be driving the 79 here tonight. And then you also got Josh Moyer starting at the back in the 68. So, of course, be watching for him to make his way to the front. And, yep, good to see Phil Lacasse out on track once again. It's been a hot minute. So, hope that everyone is doing well here tonight. We're ready to bring you 140 laps of some classic racing.
You absolutely got that right. I mean, like I was saying to you earlier, I mean, I can throw some historical facts out for you. And, I mean, it's good to be around for this track. I mean, hell, even you made your online debut in my league at this track, too.
Yeah, this North Wilkesboro, not this particular version, of course, but just the track in general does have a little bit of a soft spot in that. The first ever online start that I ever made was indeed here at North Wilkesboro. So, I mean, that was with 7 or 8 guys. This is 25,
Sounds about right.
so
To your cars.
Yeah.
a little different there. But let's get you some live pictures here as the field takes shape. Of course, we do have one restart. If something were to occur within the first couple laps. Pit road speed looking to be 40 miles an hour, like I said. Pit window for fuel, at least, looking to be probably about 75 laps. Maybe a little less depending on tire wear, but also if you want to stretch it, you could even go longer. But probably looking at a one-stopper here if this goes green.
I was going to say, hey, Seth, you're parked at a bad angle.
Yeah, Seth Cole looking a little lopsided. Just a little bit.
Are we under a red flag that we didn't know about?
Well, he'd be pointing the other direction, wouldn't he?
Yeah, that's about right.
There he goes, trying to get that thing lined up here. And Oscar Ramos kind of pointing in the wrong direction there. That is a special paint scheme that the 50 is running. We'll try to touch on that at some point in this race. But 81 and 42 going to be coming to the green flag here. The Intel and Hooters machines. And then Amico and Discount Tire in row number 2. Getting ready to get this thing started here. 140 laps. It's North Wilkesboro. It's a fan favorite. And we are off and running.
And already caution, it could be a restart here, too.
It could prove to be the case. I'm seeing Cody Luke facing the wrong direction in turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing, too.
And everyone's just slowing it down casually here, so we might... Okay.
Nope.
Never mind.
I was going to... Well...
And now it's official that we will indeed be re-ranking.
Drivers, to your cars.
Re-rack on the pool table?
Yeah. Pretty much.
I was going to mention before we restarted, but I can mention it now about the 27. I'm going to say this now for everybody that's tuning in. June is Pride Month, and y'all have a happy Pride Month for the LGBT community, and, you know, yours truly is out, and yeah, let's have a good one.
Hey, let's do it. I mean, yeah, this is 27. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but it does have the pansexual pride combo there on the DuPont 27. Again, don't know if that was intentional or not, but yeah, happy Pride Month to everybody, of course. Hope that everyone is staying safe as well. And here we go once again. As they say in one league that I race in, it's not going to be as funny this time.
You got that right.
So coming to the green flag for the official start here, 81 and 42. And away we go here. 25 guys getting it back underway here. Once again, Tyler Mallon pulling out to a gap there, but a little bit of a more iffy start by Jovan Anderson there. Got a little bit loose. Going to try to defend on the inside from Nick Gunther. That 56 Toyota to the outside. A few guys smacking the wall there on the exit of the corner. That is perfectly normal. We're going to be seeing a lot of that, but of course with this being a short track, that's really not going to affect these guys too badly.
That is very true. If I remember correctly, and we're under caution.
We are indeed under caution. Looks like, oh man, few cars.
Oh boy.
Wow. I see Cody Luke as one of them. Sean Whitehill. And it looks like RJ Bishop.
Yeah, and Philip Cass missed one, so wow.
Yeah, Philip Cass saw that right in front of him and went, whoa, I'm not going to dare try to navigate that.
Yeah, very true. All right, let's...
Very quick look here before I show it. Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh my, Seth got loose. Took out Whitehill. Oh my god. Cody.
Yeah, that got ugly really quick. Yeah, Seth Cole with a dive. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but then yeah. And it looked like just a little bit of net code there into Cody Luke, and he started flipping and flipped a couple times, and just like that, first lap, Seth Cole's race is over. Wow.
That is something. I've never seen a car flip over at North Wilkesboro like that.
Yeah, it just looked like just a little bit of a net code maybe into the 8 car was pretty much what did him in.
Yeah.
Some caution here early on. Just taking care of something else there. you go. So from the pole, the 81 out in front, with Jacob Smetana there behind him. A couple of multi-time winners on the season. Nick Gunther still looking for win number 1 on the season in that 56 with the red window net. Something a little different. Or maybe that's a way to distinguish him from the 45.
It has to be.
Let me see if it's the 45. If I can find him.
He's out of the race.
Oh, wow. Okay. Alrighty, just like that. Got 2 retirees. Yep, 45 and 66, just that quickly. I know that Bishop spun around in that, but I didn't think that it was anything too catastrophic. Yeah, a couple tough breaks there to finish it that early, but we'll also just take a note of the diversity of the manufacturers up here at the front. You got Toyota, Ford, Toyota, and then 3 Chevys. A little bit of everything up here. As the field takes 1 to go here, Tyler Mallon opting for the inside line. I bumped into the microphone, sorry about that.
Received word from Stallhood about the 27.
Oh, what's going on there?
He goes, purposely used the colors, but not officially for Pride. Amanali.
Hey, that's really cool. Appreciate it,
That's
Tyler.
awesome. That is awesome. Gotta love to see it.
Yeah, I know. Of course, being a member yourself, I know that definitely means a lot. As we are back to green flag racing here, and oh man, look at this jump from the 42.
Oh, hello.
Hello, nurse. Oh my goodness, someone's sliding up the track.
You don't be stealing my line. You didn't do it right. It's hello, nurse.
Only you.
That is true.
Only you have that ability.
You got that right.
Whoa!
Whoa,
Gunther getting sideways almost into the 42. The 81 using the inside.
Hello, nurse moment.
Yeah. Look at this run from the 42 on the outside there. And it looked like maybe actually let the 56 get in front of him. The inside definitely where you want to be from what it looks like.
Yeah, the outside line doesn't have enough grip as the inside. Like, it does work occasionally, but not very well.
Yeah, like in this case, a decent run there for Keith Hughes trying to get by Stallhood there. That is for the 10th position. But everyone's starting to settle down a little bit here, getting into a little bit of a single file rhythm.
Ooh, Gunther really close
except
to
for
the back
Gunther,
bumper.
maybe.
81.
Like I said, like I've been saying throughout the season, 2 of the more aggressive drivers up there, and that is Mallon and Gunther. And they are not going to give each other a single inch.
That is for sure. I think.
Oh boy, if he doesn't get the bumper.
Is it me, or is Gunther trying to diamond the corner in 1 and 2?
That's possible. It looks like maybe trying to do it here as well.
And run rate caution again. This is the second caution of the night.
Back to yellow here. Toby Roberson facing the wrong direction, turns 1 and 2 in the 64. My co-commentator from last week. Which again, thank you for
it looks
your
like.
services.
Let's just see here. It looked like it looked like the 7 slowed up a little bit more than the 64, and then.
Oh wow!
And then here comes Phil, bang.
Yeah, a little bit of another slap there from Phil Lecast. That's Jose Reyes in the 7. Yeah, just playing it pretty conservative there. Toby wasn't quite ready for it, got into the back of him, and it's kind of a little minor domino effect there, but nothing too serious from what it looks like. Of course, moderate damage, so those cars shouldn't be too much worse for wear. See Phil Parker on pit road here. Looks like he's one of the only guys in the probably top 10 that came in there. We'll go ahead and take this opportunity to also shout out, of course, we just mentioned the Pan Pride on the 27. I got to mention the 50 here, one of the Colombian flag colors. It was on this day 20 years ago. It was a pretty dark day in the country's history, but at the same time, a very, very bright day in which they rose up from the dictatorship that they were going through. And it was dark in the fact that a lot of younger folks lost their lives, but at the same time, it really helped them to gain back their freedom. So, and to any Colombians watching this who know that I got that horrendously wrong, I do apologize. I'm just going off a very brief synopsis that I read about an hour and a half ago. But Colombian pride there sported on the number 50. And Godspeed, of course, to those that lost their lives 20 years ago. Ramos running 8th right now. He's behind Matt Watkins and Sean Romero. A couple guys that, as I always say, they find a way to quietly just do well, do their thing, and then they'll make some noise toward the end. So I would not be surprised to see either the 71 or the 15 toward the front here pretty soon.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with being quiet and laying in the weeds until it counts the most, you know?
Exactly, because you can lead as many laps as you want to, but if you don't lead the last one, then, well, you didn't win.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Don't pull a Mark Martin from Bristol in, what was that, 94?
It was 94. Wait, Mark, the race isn't over yet. And David Green won this race.
I can't believe anybody else would be that stupid.
TBT. And speaking of TBT for that, Matt, here's an ironic thing. 10 years later, Mike Bliss pulls the same stunt.
Oh, yeah.
Ironically enough, driving the number 20 Rockwell Automation Chevrolet for Joe Gibbs Racing.
Good point.
As we get ready to take the restart on lap 18 of 140 here.
Yep. Lap 18 of 140. Malin and Gunther now the front row. Malin has led from the outset. Gunther looking to try and take that away, but not the best restart there for the 56.
And not the best restart for the 7 either.
The big sling there for the 56, trying to get clear here. Not quite. 42 with a great entry.
Oh, and we're back to yellow.
We got some spinning. That is a lot of smoke there. That appears to be the 82 of Keith Hughes, and indeed it is. Gets it spun around there. Caution number 3 already. Get a quick look here to see
I think,
what took place.
He heavy braking, and then it just came around on him, and then, yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Just wiggled under braking, and then right up he went.
Right into the nose of Tyler.
His stall had a view of, oh goodness, please be careful. Actually, we're going to get something we don't do very often. We're getting an onboard shot of the what the 27 saw there.
This onboard camera is sponsored by Alley. You're making an Alley Financial. And there you go. There's the Alley Fund for the night.
It was bound to happen.
Yes, yes, it was.
Happy Lemon is not very happy right now.
I think that lemon's more sour. Or correct that, more tart. Ain't a warhead. It ain't a sour lemon.
I should have known what I was getting myself into when I bought you aboard. I'm kidding.
I mean, you know my antics from what happened in Vegas back in the old IMRC days, so.
Well, yeah. Although you toned them down a little bit at Bristol Dirt, and now you're just giddy at the fact that it's Wilkesboro, aren't you?
Yee.
Thought so.
I mean, hey, laughter's good medicine, though, too, though. Come on.
That is scientifically proven.
That is very true.
So 120 to go, under caution here for the third time tonight. Pretty much everyone up here at the front has kept it on track as far as pitting. Top 5 currently consist of Malin, Gunther, Smetana, Anderson, and Coleman. Coleman, of course, a winner last week in dramatic fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Battling for the win with Jacob Smetana. And I do not wish to spoil what happened. If anyone wants to go back and watch what indeed took place on the final lap. Again, thank you to Toby Roberson for joining me in the booth for that one. And also to Nick Fletcher reaching out, interested in calling this race. And definitely hoping to get you back in the booth again soon. It's also got to shout out the JoJo Network, who streams some of the other races for this league. A little more of a professional crew over there with Joe, Ricky, Joseph, and Tommy. Big credit to you guys and the effort that you put on for not just Fast, but also just the whole NR community as a whole.
Absolutely. All right, let's try this again, shall we? Restart on lap 24 of 140.
Lap 24, 140. Here we go once again. Green flag back in the air. A little squirrely from the 56, but a better restart. We're just slinging it in there. A little close with Greg Lovell in the 088. Getting a little close to Oscar Ramos, but they're going to keep going in the right direction. Malin into the 56. 3 wide off the corner. Oh, more door slamming there. Anderson.
Yeah.
The
Gunther going at it.
They recover phenomenally. Great save, guys. Holy smokes. They're going to settle it back down here, and Gunther's going to get third place. Smetana up to second, right where he started. Phew, man, that was nuts.
That was insane.
Awfully close here behind Sean Romero, Ramos, and Lovell, and don't look now, Josh Moyer's up into the top 10 in the 68 after starting dead last. Oh, goodness.
Oh, boy.
93 there. Anderson off of turn 4, gets in front of the 9. Got a little bit of a gap to the top 3 here, who are all nose to tail.
Oh, Gunther, be careful.
Trying to get underneath of him. God, it was a bold move. But he's going to get there and get that second spot. A little smoke there of turn 2. We keep it going, though. It looks like it may have been James Moore. But no caution called by the game, so we keep it going.
Green and green, yeah.
I wonder if Nick is maybe not too happy with the 81.
I expect a chrome horn here. Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest.
Hey, it is short track, and short track tempers can definitely be a thing.
Flare. Oh, he's
going to try that move again. Not quite going to get it to stick that time.
Here he goes again.
Big dive
Not
there.
quite.
Side-by-side battle toward the back end of the top 10. But right now, keeping an eye on the 56 and the 81 here because, golly, they are a little close for comfort with 110 to go here.
Oh, absolutely. I was going to mention about this. North Wilkesboro is definitely unique as a short track as a whole because the front straightaway is downhill, while going down the back straightaway you're going uphill.
Yeah. It's just more of a very standard oval. I mean, the closest track that you can compare it to would probably be Richmond, just in terms of the layout and the banking.
I would say you're right about that, but it's very difficult to set up a car for Wilkesboro, though.
Yeah. I think that first race that I ran, oh geez, that may have been a Richmond setup. I'm not sure.
I think I can't remember if I think I ran a Iowa setup if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember.
I mean, the fact that you can remember that far back to one very particular race is quite impressive.
It's
For those
something.
who don't know, we're talking like end of 2017, which, my goodness, oh my goodness.
Oh, my
this is
bumper.
Really close to the bumper there.
But yes, we're talking late 2017, early 2018, and that is literally, yeah, good memory for me.
I've been racing for 5 years in this thing. Ooh, Smetana looking to maybe get second place back here. Big dive from the 56. Look at that. There's one thing that I know about Gunther, it's that if one thing does not go his way, he's going to do everything he can to make it back and then some.
Absolutely.
And whatever means he has to do in order to do it, it's just going to be how it is, as Josh Moyer is now up to 9th. Oscar Ramos still in 10th, but kind of fading. As we just check very quickly through some other guys here. Keeping it clean. Little slide from Tyler Stallhood. We just caught a glimpse of that. But we're going to keep it up front here with these top three right on top of each other. And Jovan Anderson and Randall Coleman maybe chipping just a little bit away at that gap that these three had on them. Just 10 laps ago.
It wouldn't surprise me if the 03 would come into play here since he's lap traffic.
Yeah, James Moore going to try and get out of the way here, but at the same time not sacrifice his own race. With it being still early in the going. Going to the high side is that 03. Oh, if he doesn't spin it, and he will, that might be the yellow, and it is. Off turn 4, this 03 just losing it by himself. And of course now that also means that since he caused it and fell a lap down in the process, he will not be able to get the free pass.
Easy, Gunther. What? Oh, Gunther showing displeasure to Malin under yellow. I guess you can say that was payback for the contact?
Wait, what happened?
Coming to take the yellow, Gunther gave Malin a donut.
Oh.
I guess you can say that is...
I'm going to get a couple replays here. Let me start with that restart.
Yeah, that...
So this was going into it there, and yeah, it looked like Malin just kind of overcooked the corner just a little bit. Not too bad, but enough to definitely kind of shake him up a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know what Randall's going to think of that.
We'll get a look here at the 03 going around. Yeah, put the power down, and the rear wheels just said, no thanks. And
no thanks, I'm good. Yep. And then, yeah, I don't understand. I mean, I do get Gunther's frustrated with the contact with Malin, but coming back under yellow and giving a donut, I don't understand. I mean,
let's see here. Yeah, I mean, these two have been racing against each other in many different leagues for a fair amount of time now. So they're familiar with each other. They know each other well.
Would you say no love lost between the two of them?
That's tough to say, honestly. I really can't give an accurate idea on that. Although I do see, as we cut back to the live shot, and you can confirm this, it looks like he either got an EOL or he decided to pit when no one else did, which I would think
he pitted.
I would think that we're getting to the point now where the
it's
leaders
looking like
he's wanting to pit.
Yep, that is an EOL on the 56. It's looking like.
Wow,
Oh,
All
and the
right.
longest line penalty for the 56 for rough riding. Wow.
I mean, I am gonna pull that quote from Mike Joy. That boy's got a lot of talent. If only he can harness it on a weekly basis.
Absolutely.
Because he has come so close and has 100% has the speed. I mean, he's definitely had bad luck fall his way more than a few times in these races, but at the same
Yeah.
time, there have been other occasions that it just seemed like things would get to him, and it would kind of stir, and then he would just do things that were a little bit too aggressive. And
Speaking of the quotes from Mike Joy, I'm going to quote him from Dover 2004 on Casey Kane. How close can you come to your first win?
He's an accomplished driver, and he definitely deserves it. And hey, we still got a long way to go here. Holy
Whoa,
crap, that was a tire spin there for the 81.
Holy smoly. And is Montana going to get the outside line to stick for him?
Oh man, he's going to have to clear him here, which it doesn't look like
He's got to. Oh boy. Sends it in. And we're back to yellow.
Chance. Back to yellow. Billy Ryan facing the wrong direction. And number 11. He's going to get that thing turned around. I'm suspecting possibly contact.
He got a shot from the 64. Slides up into the 64 again, hits the safer barrier, and then the 96 has nowhere to go, and Lacasse basically misses one.
That's Tate Dorsey in the 96. That was actually kind of a chain bump there. The 27 was actually getting into the 64. Kind of filled a gap there to get to the inside. And
yeah, I would say bump drafting on a short track, please don't do it.
Yeah, that would not recommend that unless you want to make some enemies.
Exactly.
This ain't quite Martinsville levels, but it's close.
Inches only count if you're playing with horseshoes and hand grenades.
All these guys have got hand grenades in their hands right now. So what that will benefit, though, is James Moore. He will get the free pass this time. He's the only guy a lap down, so that will put everyone that's still running on the lead lap. That's all 23 runners. Again, Seth Cole and RJ Bishop, the only two cars out as it stands. But, yeah, short track slipperiness and short track bumpers.
Sure.
We've been seeing a few cautions here so far. But at this point, everyone's still going to need to make a pit stop.
Yeah, that's true.
You'd be looking at probably pitting around probably lap 110 at the latest. But of course, that's really going to open the door for a number of different strategies should we go green from here, as far as undercuts, overcuts, how much tire wear this track has. With Wilkesboro usually doesn't have as much as, let's say, last week at Sonoma. That track really destroyed tires. Darlington, of course, but this one shouldn't be as bad. So
tire grader.
Yeah. So you can probably get away with really a number of different strategies from this point on. It's going to matter what's going to be the right one.
That is correct on that.
And the cautions fall.
Mm-hmm.
So front row going to look pretty familiar here. Tyler Mallon, Jacob Smetana. And Jovan Anderson will be in third place, with Sean Romero and Greg Lovell will now be in the top 5. We can see where Randall Coleman may have ended up.
Looks like Randall's restarting 10th.
Oh, okay. You kind of drop back a little bit. An outside row 5 for last week's winner. Just keep an eye on that 68 and the 088. These guys can definitely show some speed. Also credit to Jeff Goodpaster up there now into the 7th position. Stallhood to his outside. Green
Whoa,
flag
Mellon
back
got
out,
loose
and oh
again.
my
Holy
goodness,
crap.
man. And this time Smetana is going to clear. So new leader in that 42. Anderson clears as well. They're battling behind them.
Allen's
Way up the track. Oh, 3 wide back here, and that's going to be Stallhood around.
And there goes.
In front of Coleman and a bunch of others. Going to hit the wall. Cody Luke facing the wrong direction.
I guess you can say that pride flag has been tarnished.
It certainly got a bumper.
It sure saw a hurricane after that.
Yeah, they were 3 wide there. I believe that was Josh Moyers that went way up the track. And then they were trying to keep it going there. And
Yeah, and then Randall just gave Stallhead the bump. Smashes the automotive finishes car, and
a couple of hits there for Nick Gunther, and I believe that was also Brian Hunt in 91.
Let me get this right. A stock car weighs 3,400 pounds. It's not possible to pop a wheelie. Because that's what Gunther looked like he did.
That he did. I mean, I think that anyone in stock and super stock classes in the NHRA could defer on that opinion.
If anybody's wondering where I got that quote from, Martinsville 2003, when Kurt Busch almost did a wheelie on top of Rusty Wallace's car.
I'll do it. This will put Gunther back up to 13th. We are under 90 to go, but still not quite to halfway yet.
No. I guess you could say that paint can for Stallhood just got smashed.
That would create quite the artwork, I would say.
Pretty much.
But a new leader for the first time tonight in that 42. Of course, not a driver that is unfamiliar to being up at the front in the Hooters Mustang.
And Stallhood's bumper is now gone.
Oh wow, he was that badly damaged.
Yeah. TV panels now are gone, and a fan gets a souvenir.
Well, if there is a track that it really won't matter, it's here.
That is true.
Top 5 pretty much stay the same here. Sean Raver and Greg Lovell just switching.
Wait, what?
As compared to the last restart.
Look at the number 7's front on the rear chase. Throwing it back to the days of Alan Kulwicki with the Underbird.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I got chills up my spine for that one.
All the classics here tonight. Alan Kulwicki, number 7 for Jose Reyes. It's a classic. Brian
Pablo
Hunt
Carter,
there.
yeah, throwing it back to Davey Allison, 1987 to 1989 on that one.
And of course, Jovan Anderson always runs the Ryan Blaney. Oh my gosh, I did it.
Throwing
Dave
it back
Blaney.
to the Dave Blaney days.
Ron Blaney.
That would be Dave Blaney's 1998-1999 Busch car, and part-time Cup car in 1999, but full-time in 2000.
I've seen that. I've seen Jovan run that scheme so many times now that I've pretty much it is locked in my head that is his own now.
Yeah, pretty much. As we get ready to go back to green on lap 57 of 140.
57 of 140 indeed. Also, kind of shout out Toby Roberson and Keith Hughes who made their way into the top 10 here. Back to racing once again. Once again, that 81 really sideways on the restart. With the 42 using that inside to his advantage. Gonna get clear. Is Anderson gonna put his nose in there? Not quite. I think the 81 should get the run off here. Should be able to clear for second place. Everyone
Absolutely,
striking the wall once again.
which is normal.
Oh yeah, it's normal Wilkesboro here. Checking just outside the top 10 here, where there's a whole lineup. Back
Yeah.
up front. Oh, almost go 3 wide here. Jeff Goodpaster overcooked it just a smidge. Oh boy.
Oh, hello, nurse.
82 and 64, getting a little dicey there, but they keep it going straight. Of course, you got the the 56 right behind them. So he's going to try and make a move underneath his fellow Toyota there. I believe that's going to be for the 12th position.
Yes, it is.
Clawing his way forward. You're trying to get underneath of Cody Luke now. I think that if you see that
Gunther's
car in your mirror at this point, you're just going to be like,
look
okay,
out.
Go ahead.
I think Gunther's a man on a mission here.
I would have to agree with that. Keith Hughes is going to be next on his list here. Phil Parker also into the top 10 here in the 26. Oh, man.
Oh, Gunther.
There too, of Hughes. That is an unhappy lemon.
Very true. That melon has been tainted so many times tonight.
Speaking of melon, Melon Boy himself is still right on the tail to 42.
Well, I'll be damned. He is, yeah.
Definitely noticing that Jordan Anderson tends to fall off on these really short runs, but then will start to gain that back a little bit. So, yeah, maybe a little more tire saving could come into play than I thought.
Look at Gunther trying to outside on Parker.
That's going to probably work for him here as Parker gets a little bit
He did
loose. So that's now 9th, possibly 8th here as he's going to get underneath.
For one.
Jeff Goodpaster, a little tight.
2 for 1.
Wow. So up to 8th. Take it back up here.
Did somebody order the 2 for 1 special for Discount Tire?
Well, I mean, he did, but the second one retired after lap 1. Referring to RJ Bishop, of course.
Yep.
Greg Lovel's still doing a great job up here in 4th place, with Matt Watkins now up into the top 5.
Gunther up to 7th.
Josh Moyer saying, you go ahead, good sir. I'm waiting the wings here for you. And Sean Romero is going to be next on his list. Great job for the 71 so far. But they've all got a pretty hefty gap up to those top 2 there.
Yeah.
Watkins maybe think about making a move on Greg here, the 088. Going to think better of that for the time being.
Gunther going to get around the 71.
Oh, man, yep. That was another power
that was
move,
close.
Just like we've been seeing him pull with all of those passes. That's 6 now.
My. Holy moly.
I mean, being aggressive can definitely get you a lot of places. It won't make you a lot of friends, but I don't think that he's too worried about that. He wants to get back up to the front.
Friends? Maybe never.
He knows that he belongs. Is that top 2 still just in a league of their own at the moment?
Good movie, though, too, A League of Their Own.
Watkins underneath the 088.
Could this be it? And there goes Gunther underneath the 088 as well.
And the 81 underneath the 42 for the lead. Gonna take that spot away. We're right back into familiar territory for that 81. Gunther did get by the 088. We are completing lap 69. Had to call that
Absolutely
out.
Nice.
It would be an atrocity if I didn't. Watkins also on a mission now, going to try to get 3rd here.
Here comes Gunther, too.
And Gunther's saying, I'll come right with you here. And I think once Gunther gets by the 93 here, he's going to be like, all right, Matt, you're next. Greg and
Jovan's laughing about it. He's like, pass high, LOL.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Now, these two race each other a lot over in the Bomb Squad Racing League.
Yeah, they do.
At that spot. We got Phil Parker also starting to get pretty aggressive here with some of these moves.
Yeah, he is. I mean, Phil does have a tendency to be aggressive when it matters the most.
Yeah, we just clicked over halfway here just a little bit ago, and both the 56 and 26 are both saying, hey,
Oh,
If aggression's gonna give
Gunther.
me track position, I'll take it. Parker is up to 7th. Gunther pretty close to 15 as they're both starting to close on the front two. A little bit of a gap back then to Greg Lovell is all by himself. That is 6th place now for the line number 26 Chevrolet.
And yes, in case if you're wondering, I am sponsoring Phil Parker for tonight.
Of course you are.
Yes, that is true. Weren't this technically,
So wait,
since
that
there
means
was
that
no...
you also sponsored Jimmy Johnson at one point?
Jimmy Johnson, yes, that is correct.
And Alex Bowman.
Yep. And Brian Vickers back in the day of Ditech.
You've been all over the place. Caution
If I
back
can-
out.
Yes, indeed.
Another spin. That's Tate Dorsey in turns 3 and 4.
Oh, you better get that thing going, pointing in the right direction. Oh boy.
Let's see. He lost a lap from that. Looks like Tyler's going to.
No, I think Tyler's going to give it back. Yep.
Let's find out what happened here. Racing side by side with Jeff Goodpaster going into turn 3. Dives it in pretty hard, and the back end was not happy about that. Out
Just
it went.
it basically said, nope, not going to happen today.
The more record points that Sean Whitehill was needing to do.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, it definitely seems like the back ends can get a little bit unhappy. As we got pit stops here, and it's also random pit stalls here. That's something I did not know about this track. That's pretty cool.
Looks like Phil stopped short in his box, but got in properly that time.
Gonna be keeping an eye on it here. Jordan Anderson has to back up. That could be pretty costly. It's gonna be Mallon, Smetana, Watkins. Not by much.
Lovell, then Gunther.
Lovell and Gunther will be the top 5. The boy Jordan Anderson fell way back with that little mistake on pit road there.
That is not a good thing.
Looks like EOL for the 71 and the 68. Oh boy.
That's not good.
And those two are going to have a bit of a hill to climb as we're into the second half of this race. Still a fair amount of time to try to make it up, but oh boy, that's going to get a little trickier here. Someone that definitely climbed that mountain was Nick Gunther, up now to 5th place in that 56. Wave around for the 64 there. Like we'll probably have about 60 laps to go roughly when we go green here. I don't know, any insights that that you can give to predict what might be going on here in this second half?
I mean, anything can happen. We're closing in on the very end of it here, but give a call to Phil Parker, restarting on the outside of the 56, being in 6th now.
Yeah, credit to Phil, doing a phenomenal job up here. We'll see if he's able to hold on to that. Ryder, I've been waiting for you. Good to see you, my man. Yep, this is what I do on Sunday nights. That's a co-worker of mine.
Ah!
Popping in the chat there. Good to see you, dude. Probably taking 1 to green here if I'm not mistaken. Indeed,
We got it.
60 to go on the nose. And everyone that is still running, still on the lead lap. No new retirees since Bishop and Cole. But with 60 to go, a familiar front row here with Mallon and Smetana. And then it's Watkins and Lovell, Gunther and Parker. And don't count on Randall Coleman, still running 7th. And a phenomenal job by Cody Luke right now, running in 8th. In the 8th.
That is true.
Top 10 be running out. And Jordan Anderson and Oscar Ramos. We're going to come back to the green flag here. It's 60 laps to go.
And Malin got loose yet again. Oh my goodness.
Phenomenal restart by the 42. Going to get clear once again. Side by side for third. 15 and 088.
Phil just make the outside work on Gunther?
Doing a good job of that so far. Don't be too biased on these things, but
I'm just saying. I mean, typically the outside doesn't work.
You're right though, and I mean if he adopts Gunther's strategy of just taking no prisoners on these passes, it's going to work out for him. Watkins, trying to get second place back.
This is definitely turning to be interesting.
Gonna go over a few Toyotas there. Almost contact. And Malin is going to get clear. Trying to get back up to that 42.
Malin,
Watkins
don't look now. The 56 is coming.
That 56 is only has one car now between him and the guy that he is definitely not very amused with.
It would not surprise me if there's a target on the back of that 81 for Gunther.
Well, that's just it, though. Gunther is... it's been a while at this point. I think that Gunther just... You gotta let it go at a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
Coleman, going to move there on Parker. That's going to be for 6th. And here goes the 56. He's going to get that move done. That is not what the 81 wanted to see.
And we're going to yell yet again.
Back to it. Caution. And turns 3 and 4 again. And it's once again
Tate
the 96.
Dorsey.
Second time in a row now for Tate Dorsey going around.
And again, casual case of Tire saying, screw you, and we're just going to go around.
Over in a little harder that time, and
did not stick.
yeah, deja vu.
Deja vu, we're back at it again.
It does not take much. You hit the brakes at a safe spot. It's like, okay, we're all good. Maybe I can try to brake just a little later, and then that's what happens. So it's a risky one. We got some blinking there from Randall Coleman. That's a little scary.
And Tate finally decided to say, I'm done, and park it.
Third retirement of the night is that 96. That's a tough break there. Showed some speed at the road course last week. Wasn't running too bad tonight, but then just a couple of successive spins. And he said, that's enough for me. Here's the question, though. Is anyone going to be able to wrestle this lead away from these front two?
That is a good question. I mean, it's going to prove to be very interesting. I mean, those two have been the class of the field with everything, so I don't know. It's going to prove to be good.
I would agree. I mean,
grab your popcorn, that is true. Grab your popcorn, grab your drinks. This is going to be wild.
It's going to be a good one. They should be good on fuel and tires to the end here with when they last pitted. So it's just going to be game on, but don't abuse your stuff. It's still a long enough run. And you got to make sure you keep the car under you. On the lap 89 of 140. Lights are still on, so it looks like we're going to have 50 to go this time.
Yes, indeed.
Josh Moyer's on pit road. He and Jean Romero have not been able to make much progress after getting those penalties. Still running solidly up here in the top 10. Cody Luke, Oscar Ramos. Tyler Stallard looking to try to get in there as well. Of course, Billy Rain. Been showing a fair amount of speed throughout the season, looking to try to get up there himself. But the battle's going to be on up front here. And I'm not also discounting Matt Watkins here, because when the going gets going,
he's there to strike.
He can get pretty bold. I would not be surprised to see the 15 trying to dice it up here a little bit himself.
That is very true. And yeah, we are going green this time by
50 to go officially. Santana and Mallon. Those two have not been able to shake each other at all. They've just been locking up the front row. But the 56 would like to change that.
Here we go, green flag.
Nice even restart there. One getting going very nicely.
Oh,
But that
Gunther.
inside lane is going to, once again, prove to be dominant and take the lead once again. Gunther going to stay in front of the 15. Really going to be on between the 088 and the 15 now. 26 into the wall, but keeps the momentum.
So a North Wilkesboro stripe for the 26. Oh, wait.
I think just about everybody
wrong.
has had a stripe.
Oh, right. Wrong track. It's supposed to be a Darlington stripe, not a Wilkesboro stripe.
The tracks are close enough in terms of geography.
Yes.
Is that geography?
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Stay in
And
school,
Gunther.
kids.
Oof. Yes.
Little slide up there from Oscar Ramos, Joe Anderson trying to gain back some ground, currently ninth. Ooh, really close there, Coleman and Parker. That's for sixth. Looks like Coleman's going to get the advantage on this one here. Not quite clear though.
We have another retiree apparently. Brian Hunt retired too.
Brian Hunt out in the 91. That's now 4 out of the race, but that leaves us with 21 cars on the track.
Whoa, Gunther.
Wow.
That would have been very big if that came to be.
I mean, he's not been afraid of, if there's even half of a gap, he is going to get his nose in there and trying to make the rest of it fit. And you know that if it's 81 in front of him, it's probably not even going to have to be half a gap in order for him to get it in there.
That is for sure. I'm like, oh boy, Gunther, please, just be careful. What is careful for him?
I mean, he's had a very frustrating season, like I've said, so getting to a point now where it's like, hey, whatever it takes to win, that's what I'm going to do. Greg Lovell maybe trying to make some noise on Matt Watkins here for fourth. Coleman and Parker behind them then.
Yes.
Whoa.
And GG on the Degrassi pun with the whatever it takes.
A little bit of a almost trouble there for Oscar Ramos, but they keep it going.
You were trouble when you walked in.
Don't get me copyrighted, please.
Hey, it's only one little bit of a lyric.
Oh, you'll be amazed. Whoa, look at that dive.
Dive Bomb City?
Sticky keys, no thanks.
You might want to fix your the broadcast. We have the fast logos up instead of this live feed.
Oh my gosh. Thanks.
Of course.
You've hit it a couple times just to make sure.
Yeah.
Sorry everybody.
Gunther still running it high. Oof.
Yeah, that was a little too high there maybe.
And there goes Randall into the wall.
Yeah, it's like I said, everyone's getting that stripe here. Oh, goodness, Phil's gonna spin it! Oh my goodness, what a save.
Have you ever?
No, I've never. Still green. A bit of a bummer, though, for the 26-year-old losing track position, though. But a
Yeah,
phenomenal
that is
save for keeping it going.
That is incredible.
Thank you for not calling the copyright police on me. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
So now that Mallon kind of got a little bit of a gap to the 56, that's allowed him to focus a little more on the 42. We are within 40 laps to go. It is 38 to go right now. And we are clicking off these laps about 20 seconds a click. So this is going to go in a hurry. Smetana, though, looking for a little bit of redemption after last week. going to try to win again this season. And to Matt Watkins still trying to hold off Greg Lovell with Ryan McCollum right on their tail. Ramos and Anderson 7th and 8th. Cody Luke and Billy Ryan currently the top 10. So the cast coming up here, lap traffic. We'll see if that's going to play a factor at all here.
Nope, Lacassin
Right out of the way there. Good safe call. 35 to go.
If we had to give out the All-State Good Hands Award, we would probably give it to Phil in the 26 for that save.
A little bit of a gap opening up now. I can tell who you're definitely rooting for tonight. I wonder why.
Nah. I mean, Phil did talk to me. He's like, "Are you planning on running Wilkesboro?" I'm like, "Not if I get called to broadcast."
And guess what happened?
Yeah, exactly.
Which thank you again for joining in, contributing.
Of course.
It is always a lot easier when it's two voices instead of just one.
That is very true.
So lap 108, currently 33 to go. Smetana still just kind of keeping that gap consistent. Lap time is about the same. Gunther maybe getting a little bit closer to the 81. Yeah, they're still running really quick lap times, pretty much just a tenth or two off of their quickest, although Smetana just ran his quickest of the whole race, so right now it is looking pretty good for that Hooters number 42 to bring home another victory on the season as they're catching Jose Reyes in the 7.
Oh, the irony. Gunther and Malin have tied for their fastest laps of the night.
Oh my gosh, you're right. 20.114 for both of them. And now Gunther right back on the tail of the 81 again. Again, little ways back then. We have 30 laps to go, a little ways back to 4th place, so it's pretty much going to be up to these two here. And trying to run down to 42, but it looks like they're going to have a tough time doing that.
That is true.
Race yellow.
Don't jinx it.
Opened up a little more of a gap there. 42 is looking good, but this battle's brewing for second. Between a couple guys that have a little bit of history here from earlier in the race.
Remember me?
Checking on back here, things pretty much staying consistent. Phil Parker has gotten by Billy Ryan to get into the top 10. Sean Romero up to 12th. So a good little recovery drive there. Again, after that speeding penalty. Joshua Moyer is not quite as lucky, up to 15th. So we do have to give a shout out to Keith Hughes. First time I've seen him run in one of these races, and he's done pretty solidly for himself.
He has indeed.
Malin, as we check back up front, closed a little bit. And then it evens out once again. And yeah, they've gotten ahead of the 56 now. Still running third. A great recovery drive after getting a penalty. Cass coming in the pit road there. It is now 25
I wonder if he's called it a night or what's going to happen.
Maybe just opting to stay out of the way, not really sure there. Is another 10th of a second open up there for the 42.
And yeah, Lacasse called it a night.
Alright, so that's another retiree. We'll make it 5. If we do get a caution, number 7 would of course be a free pass. And yeah, everyone pretty strung out at the moment. Not too much going on, so as long as everyone keeps clean, we should be having a good race here to the end. With 23 rather, laps remaining at this historic venue. It's like
Ooh,
Malin will kind of get...
Montana got the apron.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little faster there for Malin. It's like Malin will kind of reel him in a little bit, and then Smetana will get a little further ahead, and then it's just like a seesaw at the moment. But that is not what Malin wants. He wants that to just be like, just clicking off a tenth or two every lap. In that case, he clicked off a little bit of time there, about a tenth and a half.
That's a big improvement.
But with coming 20 laps to go here, he's got to continue that on a consistent basis. Getting lower than the 42.
Hello, can you go?
Not too low that you hit the flat there. Another 10th gained. And some more lap traffic coming up here, and a fair amount of it.
Absolutely.
So this could get a little dicey here. Of course, Gunther's hoping that they get held up a little bit, but he can try.
Malin lost your 1,000th that time by.
Yeah, 200ths lost, but not too much there, so they're going to once again catch the 7. So goes
Ooh,
high.
Malin's really there now.
Oh man, he's gotten a lot closer. He's just got to keep eating away at that. Yeah, I think maybe the 42's corner entry did get just a little bit messed up right there. Yeah, he's got to be a little bit closer. Yeah, it looks like he's really in the center. Phenomenally.
Oh,
Game on now with 16 laps to go. James Moore.
Oh,
a little bit of a roadblock here.
That was close.
Oh man, I don't know how happy those guys are going to be with this 03 right now. He's not giving very much as slides up the track, going to finally get out of the way. Oh man, look at that dive in there.
Poor boy.
Man, speaking of a dive, I just saw the 56 do the exact same thing, hoping, hey, maybe I can try to weasel my way in there as we have 15 to go. Still a couple more lap cars ahead here, 27 and 12. Golly, Malin. I think he got into him a little bit.
Oh, that's what I like to see. Classic short track racing at its finest.
We still got 14 to go here. This ain't quite a sprint yet. And he actually lost some time. I think he got a little too close. There's Stallhood kind of in an awkward spot there.
Oh no!
Oh!
Stallhood!
Oh, Malin's not going to be too thrilled about that one.
Oh, absolutely not.
I mean, he's racing the 03, and the 03 is not giving too much room to the 56 either. But it looks like it's going to be on between these front two here. 12 to go now.
Malin lost more time.
Still catching Whitehill and Billy Ryan, who's really slipping back at this point.
Malin there yet again.
Golly, Malin, especially in turn 3 and 4 there, just seems like he's able to get such a good roll through the middle of the corner. Coming to 10 laps to go here. Yeah, watch how much he closes the gap here.
Yeah, he just really wow.
But then I bet you that'll kind of extend just a little bit as we have a spinner. Oh, that's going to be a yellow. Oh, look out.
Indeed.
Oh, goodness.
Look out.
Crashing Oscar Ramos, but that was Tyler Stoller getting spun around by, I believe, the 03 of James Moore. Allie?
You jinxed it.
We've got a shootout on our hands.
We may have a shootout, but you also jinxed it.
Perhaps. Let's get another look at that here.
Yeah. Tyler got loose and then James just finished it off. And then,
Oh yeah,
you're
he
right.
was already okay. Yeah, he was already lighting up the tires.
Yeah, and
I didn't
then,
realize that.
you were right about Ramos. Oh,
Yeah, there wasn't. That was just a bad spot all around.
absolutely. The leaders are on pit road.
Ooh, okay. Money stop here. Look at
That gives.
Gunther. And a two-tire stop there, I believe.
That could be.
Ooh, that's gonna be huge.
But that gives the lead to Watkins.
But he stay out.
Yeah, he did. This.
Matt Watkins has indeed stayed out, along with the 088 and the 93. And oh boy, a few others, Oscar Ramos and Toby Roberson, have also remained out.
The question remains, though, since we have laps, could this end under yellow?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, we've got enough laps to go here that we'll get back to green flag here. Imagine that Sean Whitehill.
This could get interesting. I mean,
I'd imagine the 12 and the 03 are going to be waved around here.
that would be my guess.
Golly, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys on old tires. Nick Gunther on 2 and everyone else on 4.
Yeah, this could get very spicy. And speaking of spicy, where the hell are my Carolina Reaper hot wings?
You're going to need them after this one.
Yeah. No, I think they're in the other room next door. Can't smash that door down yet.
I was going to say, I know you're tempted, but we're almost done. Hang in there.
I know I'm tempted, but they're not in the room. They're in the room next door to the booth.
That door is locked.
Yes.
And it's going to unlock when this race is over.
That is true.
Be patient.
Is it?
Is it? Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Patience,
Is it bad? Is it bad that I'm thinking of BP with that reference with food?
5 laps to go here.
And the pace car lights are off.
We have 4 to go for this
Sort of
restart.
Yeah, instead of it being Buffet Benny, why can't we call it Buffet Alley?
Because your branding has to be everywhere.
That is true.
I'm going to hit the button to pull up the actual picture just to make sure that's up this time.
Okay, we're good.
So Watkins and Lovell are now the front row.
Here we go.
Jordan Anderson, and then Toby Roberson on old tires, Nick Gunther on 2. And that is not a good restart for the 50.
No, it's not.
He is still going to get underneath the 88, and the 15 is gone.
Gunther just
move.
Whoa!
56, trying to split the difference. Oh, look at Ramos, big dive there. Are we going to make it back around here? We do for now. 3 to go. Golly, look at this gaggle. Oh, that's going to be a wreck, and that's going to be the 93 around, but they keep it straight. But no, they're not.
They're done.
That is going to be it. Matt Watkins is going to lead them back. What a good call that was by the 15 to keep it on the track. Jacob Smetana does get up to 3rd. Oscar Ramos will finish in runner-up spot if they're able to keep it here for the next lap as they're taking the white flag.
Unreal.
Didn't
Didn't we say Watkins was laying in the weeds earlier?
We did say that. And I just knew that with the combination of all the different tires that were on those things, something was going to give. Someone was going to be aggressive. And someone was going to be able to actually attack the corner more than others. I think that was just kind of a recipe for exactly what we just saw right there.
A recipe for disaster indeed.
Gunther does recover to finish 10th. As it stands. We'll have a look here very shortly to see exactly what happened. And for right now, Matt Watkins going to pick up win number 2 on the season, if I am not mistaken.
That sounds correct.
Checkered flag is out. And the 15, remember what happened to him at Dover, came oh so close. So that's got to feel good as well. And that is a W for the number 15. Also got to give a huge shout out to Oscar Ramos for finishing 2nd.
Absolutely.
Of course, Smetana can't be ashamed with 3rd. I'll get you guys a replay here in just a moment. Also going to, of course, shout out Tober representing Greg Lovell, the remaining top 5 finishers. Randall Coleman, Keith Hughes, incredible 7th. Great job for the 82. I think that's going to be a happier lemon at this point.
That is definitely a happy lemon now.
Josh Moyers, Cody Luke, and Nick Gunther will be the top 10. Let's have a look here.
Oh, look at that straight burnout. Let's go.
See exactly what happened to bring out the race-ending caution. Gunther up the middle. Tries to get underneath of Anderson, who's trying to get underneath of Lovell. And that just was not going to work. Phil Parker spins. Sean Romero involved. There's Malin. Again, nothing too serious, but just a lot of cars trying to miss it, and it just was not to be. You get one more look.
Give it one more, and then we got to get our winner in here.
Absolutely. We'll be talking to Matt Watkins here in just a moment. Yeah, there's the 56 trying to make that move, and everyone else trying to miss it. Actually, some good avoiding jobs there by Cody Luke, Tyler Stallhood. And yep, just a frantic dash to the finish there with all different kinds of tires.
Yeah.
I'm not really surprised that that kind of stack up happened there, but hey, that's racing. That's going for the win. Can't really fault them for that. Well, we do have someone that
We do
we're
have
gonna
the
be talking to
Watkins.
here. Mr. Watkins.
We do have.
Let's get him.
Let's bring him on up.
Was moved to your channel.
And there is Matt Watkins, winner tonight. Allie mentioned to me that, we were saying that you were definitely kind of one of the sleepers. Keep an eye on him running like 5th, 6th area. Going to come up there and make some noise. And lo and behold, you emerged with a victory after a pretty nifty strategy call there. How are you feeling?
Oh man, pure shock. I really didn't think anybody was going to pit, so I was just rolling around and I saw the top 3 on pit road and I was like, wow, I'll have the lead. I have a chance. So, that was a gift. That was a gift for sure.
I mean, I was mentioning to Andrew earlier that you were just laying in the weeds, just minding your own, and then all of a sudden I mentioned to Andrew, I'm like, the leaders are on pit road, and I'm like, Watkins has this now?
Honestly, 4th place is about all I had. Those top 3 were their own zip code, and I did not want to see the caution come out because I thought, I was going to be on the outside, might get trapped, lose a couple spots, and kind of happy to see the caution now.
Well, you can take it any way you can, right?
Absolutely. These things are hard to win, so I'll take it, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Fantastic job, man. Well deserved. The 2nd win of the season, if I'm not mistaken. I'm losing track at this point, but no, great job. But just right place, right time, and let's say you kept the car where you needed to in order to make that happen. So, floor is yours. If you would like to shout anyone out, any closing thoughts, all yours.
Yeah, just that was a gift. There's been a lot of them we were really close at this year, so to get one I should not have won was kind of cool. But appreciate both of you broadcasting this, coming out, and hopefully we put on a pretty good show here for this. Overall, I think it's a pretty good race. I think leaks are getting better and better, and on a short track we had like the last 50 laps, was pretty much that long run to that last caution, so that was pretty good. So hopefully we'll keep improving on that, and that was fun.
It was fun watching you guys out there, but Matt Watkins, winner here at North Wilkesboro, of course the classic fan favorite track, well deserved, great job. Definitely going to be keeping an eye out for you in the next several races.
Yep, thanks, I appreciate it.
Take care.
User was moved out of your channel.
Allie, I'll go ahead and get your closing thoughts on tonight from a race that saw plenty of cautions, but we did have some good spread out green flag runs there. And then, yeah, that was quite the finish.
It was. I mean, not going to lie. I mean, we did have a really nice green flag stint in there, but yeah, you were right. The cautions did fly, and they flew pretty quick. But yeah, being back up at Wilkesboro for the first time in, oh my gosh, almost 5 years since I last been on this track. I mean, instead of racing at it, it feels nice to be up in the broadcast booth for one.
I really appreciate you coming on here and giving some insight. Again, always having someone up here is always awesome. Just because it ain't easy calling these things alone. So
No, they're not, especially even with offline too. It's a challenge.
Yeah. But no, it's still cool doing these things. I know that these guys are going to Nashville next week. Don't know if I'll be doing that one or if it's JTN, or really what's going to be going on there. They do have North Wilkesboro after that. I know I won't be able to make that one because of some other personal stuff I have going on. But, just keep bringing these to you guys as often as I can. And keep an eye out. There might be some more Thursday night streams coming up here very soon. Keep posted for that. But until next time, though, again, thank you, Allie, very, very much. And I'll be seeing you on the flip side there.
Absolutely.
But until next time, though, thank you everyone who did tune in. Of course, Velocity, if you are still hearing this, great to see you again. Ryder, now you have a look at the look of the online streaming side of things. And yeah, Oscar, we're keeping in touch there. But anyways, great race, guys, and congrats to Matt Watkins once again. But until next time, you all stay safe, take care, and bye for now.